Hello everyone, this is Aaron Creations here. Today we're going to be taking a look at the brand new Jazwares My Hero Academia Total Anime Katsuki Bakugo figure. But before we jump into the review, I want to give a huge shout out and sponsor for today's video. Shout out and thanks to Becky Stamper at the Hazard, Kentucky Flea Market. Becky's booth has authentic figures of all kinds as well as Avon products. I would highly recommend checking her stuff out, and the service is excellent. So that is for today's sponsor of this video. Okay, but anyways, let's go back into the review. Okay guys, so I'm back and you saw the sponsor, so let's go ahead and jump right into the review. So today we're going to be looking at the Bakugo figure, of course, but we're going to take a look at the box first. So let's go ahead and look at the box. As you can see, we got a big window that displays the figure and the accessories. We got an image of Katsuki Bakugo right there. My Hero Academia, streaming on Crunchyroll. 8 pieces, Total Anime logo, Jazwares logo, Katsuki Bakugo on the side, and you got number 7 on the side, which in the front, I guess that indicates that that's the 7th unique figure they have made. And at the top, we got My Hero Academia with an image of Bakugo right there. On the side, we have Total Anime logo, Katsuki Bakugo, and a continuation of the image right there of Bakugo with My Hero Academia sign on it. And then you flip the back of the box, you actually got the My Hero Academia logo, an image of the figure, I guess the prototype or something of the figure. We got number 7, Total Anime, collect them all, My Hero Academia, and 8th one is Shoto Todoroki, so I might have been right about how unique, how they do the numbers, like unique different figures. And then you got the social medias right there, as you can see. And you got the, each figure is separately subject to availability, you know, just stuff like that. Now on the other side, you got Total Anime logo, My Hero Academia with that faded image of Bakugo right there. You got number 7, and then you got the Total Anime logo. It's now streaming on Crunchyroll. And at the main bottom of the box, you got, you know, your barcode right there. You got Jazwares Made in China logo. You got Jazwares logo and all the other stuff that you don't really need to know, but it's pretty cool, just copyright and stuff, you know. But anyways, that's it for the box of this figure. Let's go ahead and open it up. And my camera is not focusing. Okay, there we go. So I am very excited to get this figure open. I got my handy dandy razor blade. But I've been very excited to open this figure. And for multiple reasons, you know. And if I can get the box open, you know, that would be nice. Okay, there we go. Let's go ahead and get them out. I've been very excited to get this one. And matter of fact, any of the Total Anime figures. So here's the tray. Comes with quite a bit of stuff. I like that. And we're going to go ahead and get the figure out. But oh no. Look at that. You see these? Got twisty ties or whatever you call them. Oh no. That's my worst nightmare. Ugh. Okay, I got a pair of scissors though. Don't worry. I came prepared. Okay, let's see. I have to do this off camera. So I don't absolutely destroy the figure or anything. Come on, you. Okay, I got it. Okay, I got it. Now we're going to push the figure out. Well, there goes the explosion effect. Come on out, Bakugo. There we go. And I gotta grab this explosion effect because I accidentally, it flew all the way for some reason. Okay. Hold on just a second. Now that we got the figure out of the box, hold on. Let me get them posed up a little bit. now that we got the figure out of the box, let's go right into the details right now. So this figure, hold on, let me zoom in. Come on, focus. There we go. Okay, look at this head sculpt for Bakugo. That is actually a pretty decent, actually that's a great head sculpt for Bakugo. That is really good. I like the hair too, it's like actually spiky. Be careful, it's pretty sharp. But I like how they made it that spiky, and you know, you got the little things up the back of his hair. And it's actually a soft pliable, it seems like, type of rubbery soft plastic. So that's good to know. And yeah, like this looks good overall. Look at this. Excellent detail. I have to say, Jazwares did a really good job putting in the details and stuff. And there's a little piece at the back. Does this come off? Oh, it does. It's for a stand. Okay, that makes sense. Gonna plug that back in. And yeah, like this actually looks really good. Not gonna lie, like it looks really good. Here's his hands. It looks good besides the little peg hoe, but the peg hoe is there for, you know, the explosion effects that you saw earlier. And yeah, the detail on this figure, man, Jazwares, I'm impressed. Like this actually looks really good. And I love the feel of this figure. When I first got this figure in hand, and another one that I got that I need to review, this figure in hand, and I know it wasn't open yet. Out like in the package, this was a sturdy feeling figure, and it was like the package was actually kind of heavy, and I like that. And let me tell you, this figure feels really solid in hand. Like I'm not lying to you. He really feels solid in hand. Let me zoom back out, I guess. But yeah, really solid figure right there. Really, really solid figure. Now we're going to look at the accessories. Because why not? I mean, that's what makes an action figure pretty awesome, right? Is the accessories. So let's go ahead and get the accessories out. So the first accessories he comes with is, well, oops, let me move that out of the way. The first accessories it comes with is these tiny explosion effects that do peg into the hand already inside the packaging. So, really cool. Now, be careful. These are sharp. These are really sharp. But they look really good, actually. And it's got a little bit of paint on the spikes. But other than that, like, it's pretty much a solid clear, kind of look clear plastic. So, not going to complain there. You know. And let's get out his other accessories. Why not? We have, come on, come out. Come out, you. Okay, there we go. We have two fist hands. That also comes with the figure. And I'd say these are really nicely painted. I love the detail on them. Okay, Jazwares. I see what you're doing, Jazwares. I see it. I see it. And then we have another head sculpt, or a faceplate, which is the really angry Bakugo. The really angry Bakugo. And I don't know if you guys can see it on camera. Let me zoom in. But it's blurry. There we go. I don't know if you can see it because of the lighting, but he has a really detailed mouth. It looks really good. I know on camera you might not be able to see it, but I love the face. That looks like Bakugo to me. Like, it's a really angry expression, and it does plug in the figure's head, and I will show that once we get done looking at the accessories, because he has another head sculpt or face plate that has a different expression. And here's the one with the like smirk on his face, which this looks really good too. I'm impressed, Jazwares. You're doing good with this line. But yeah, he comes with that like really like serious smirk, and it looks so good. I tell you, it looks super good. And now here's the fun part. If you think that's all the figure comes with, you're wrong. because he also comes with, if I can get it out, he also comes with 2 of these explosion effects. And oh gosh, these are sharp. Like when I was getting these out, these were sharp. But yeah, you get 2 of these explosion effects, which looks really good. Actually, look really solid. It's like, I don't know if they airbrushed it or what, but it looks good. Like it really does. It might look like just regular plastic on camera, but it's actually got like an orange tip to it to bring out a little bit of highlights, which is really good, but be careful, these are sharp. And then we got one and last final piece that this figure comes with, and that would be his other effect piece that is a fire effect, which is this one right here. And this one is meant for like his hands, I guess, for the fist. Yeah, these are for the fist. So you can actually plug them in to the fist. Wow, that was easy. And yeah, it just does that. That's really cool. I like that, Jazwares. I like that. So that's a really cool accessory to have. And also, just the figure in general is really awesome. I'm happy with the money that I paid for this figure. But that is it for the accessories. Now let's move on to... Oh, wait a second. I forgot how to change out the face. So to change out the face, you just take the hair piece off right there at the front. You take the face off, and then you switch it to the face that you want to put on it. Put that on there, and then you put the hair piece back on. It should be as simple as that. But I guess I'm kind of making it look difficult here. Come on. Come on now. You gotta do this for me. Okay, there we go, there we go. And then it should look something like this when you get it on there. Really cool, Jazwares. Really cool. So that's it for the accessories. Now let's jump into the articulation. Looking at the articulation of this figure, he does have a head joint and also a neck joint right here. He can look up about that much, look down about that much. He does have his shoulder joints right here, which is kind of like on ball joints. That goes out about that much. It goes in, it goes back, and just all that good stuff. And then you got the bicep swivel, which rotates like that. We get a double joint at the elbows, which go in about that much, and it does have a forearm swivel where the gauntlet's at. And then for the hand, you have a hinge, which hinges back and forth, and it does rotate. Now for the joint right here in the torso, we do have one that we have 2 joints right here and here, and he goes back about that much, which looks really good. Be careful about the gap. And he does bend forward this much, so that's actually really good. Now for some reason I cannot get his legs to kick out at all, except for like when it goes up to the side like that. So that's kind of like you know. So it kicks out about that much to the side, which is good range, and you can actually move that in a way that looks natural, I guess. And it does have a tiny bit of rotation at the thigh, or at the hip, I mean. We do have double jointed knees, which goes in about that far. That's really good, Jazwares. Like that. I like that. And then we don't have a boot swivel, unfortunately, like a calf swivel. But we do have a hinge joint at the ankles, which doesn't go back and forward that much, as you can see. But it does have a hinge where you can actually make the foot tilt like this. So it does tilt. And yeah, that's it for the articulation. He's got some real solid articulation for the price point of this figure. And despite the leg not being able to really, like, I'll show you, like, without it going forward, without making the leg go it don't go inward, it goes outward. So that's something to worry about. And he does not like do the splits very well either. That's why I didn't mention it too much. I didn't really mention it at all, to be honest. But yeah, he does not like do the splits very well, and he does not kick out to the side like you normally would on an action figure. But it's still pretty good articulation overall. So let's go ahead and go into my final thoughts. Okay, so overall, what do I think about this figure? I think he's actually a really good figure for the price point that I paid. And I would even have to say too, like the amount of accessories this guy comes with, this is excellent of a figure. Like, no joke, this is like top notch. And yet, even though he is affordable, like he has his problem at the like leg area. But other than that, solid figure. I'm so happy with it. And honestly, I cannot wait to pose it more than what I have. And hopefully I can take some images and post it on my Instagram page. And yeah, like this figure, overall, Jazwares did an excellent job overall. But that is it for my review of this video. And I know his pose ain't interesting that much, but anyways. That is it for this review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please leave a like, share, and subscribe. I'll see ya in the next video. Peace out.